Hello, I'm Thurston County Commissioner Sandra Romero, and this is Thurston County Connection on Thurston Community Media. This program is a public affairs presentation of the county and TC Media. On this show, we are taking you on a special journey along the Thurston County Bountiful Byway, a journey to visit some of the special attractions we are lucky to have here. We don't have time to visit all the locations, but they include farms, farmers markets, distilleries, wineries, historical attractions, antique stores, art exhibits, and much, much more. We are starting our tour today here at the Billy Frank Jr. Nisqually Wildlife Refuge at Interstate 5 and the Nisqually River. This is a spectacular location for a hike, for bird and nature watching, and just a place to rest your soul and relax. If you have any questions about our tour today, or parts of the Bountiful Byway we don't show you, you can find a ton of information as well as maps at the Bountiful Byway website at www.bountifulbyway.com. Let's go. Some of the attractions along the byway include Wolf Haven International, the Tenino Quarry Pool and Tenino Depot Museum, Lales Moon Garden Nursery, Gate City Schoolhouse, Chehalis Western and other local trails, Miller Sylvania State Park, Capitol State Forest, Mima Mounds and the Scenic Prairies. And also there are craft beer, wine, and spirits. Madsen Family Cellars, Medicine Creek Winery, Salish Sea Organic Liqueurs, Sandstone Distillery, Stottle Winery, Three Magnets Brewing. And if that doesn't get you excited, here are some farms and farmers markets. Colvin Ranch, Evergreen Valley Lavender Farm, Helsing Junction Farms, Nelson Ranch, Olympia's Farmers Market, Tenino's Farmers Market, and Yelm Farmers Market. And of course, there are hotels and bed and breakfasts. Lucky Eagle Casino and Hotel, Prairie Hotel, and Scatter Creek B&B. Hello, I'm Thurston County Commissioner Sandra Romero, and you are watching Thurston County Connection on Thurston Community Media. In this show, we are traveling along the county's Bountiful Byway, taking a look at the many different types of attractions throughout our wonderful county. Right now, we are at the Colvin Ranch in the Tenino area, and with us we have Fred Colvin. Thanks for talking to us, Fred.
You bet. Appreciate you coming out today.
I am really excited to be here, and I have a couple questions for you. Start off, just what does the Bountiful Byway mean to you?
Well, you know, the Bountiful Byway is a great concept to help people from, especially from the city area, the more urban area, kind of connect with their friends and neighbors down in the rural part of the county. And our operation here, we do a lot of direct marketing. And people that we sell to, they want to know where their meat comes from. And even if they just driving down the road, they can see our sign, they can see what the operation is, and they really connect with that.
Rick, could you give us a history of this wonderful ranch of yours?
Sure, appreciate it. You know, my great-great-grandfather came here from Missouri back in the 1850s and homesteaded right here on this place. The actual original farmhouse was off that way about a half a mile. And our family has basically been here ever since. So my dad was actually born in the old farmhouse. I wasn't born in the farmhouse, but I certainly grew up here as a little kid. And even though I was gone for about 15 years, I came back and kind of took over the operation from my dad. And I've been doing that since 1985.
So, can you explain a little bit about the operations here on the ranch?
Sure. So we operate what's called a cow-calf operation, but we go beyond that in that we keep all the animals that we raise and actually do some direct marketing. So we're not some direct marketing. We do everything we produce is direct marketed. So. We keep cattle here until they're about 2 years of age, at which time we get to sell them to consumers, fill up their freezer. We also raise some pigs, which is kind of a new venture for us, started about 6-7 years ago. Mm-hmm. And we again direct market all that meat too to consumers.
And you sell at farmers markets too, correct?
Yeah, we're at one farmers market up in Tacoma, the Proctor district, and then we also market through some local stores here in the Olympia area, the Olympia Food Co-op stores, both the east side and west side, Spuds Market, Produce Market in Tumwater, and Farm Fresh Market out on the west side of Olympia.
Great. So farming and ranching practices have probably changed a bit over time.
Yes,
Can you talk a little bit about the differences?
So obviously technology has played a big role in farming and ranching over the last number of years. The use of the computers, the cell phones, I have found that to be very important, very essential for what we do here. We're also a little bit different than a traditional ranching operation that we don't make any of our hay. A number of years ago we stopped doing that. We buy our hay, so our entire operation is based on cattle grazing on our pastures. That's a little bit different than what you'll find on a lot of ranches in this area.
So that kind of plays into your farming practices. What does sustainability mean?
So I guess you know,
it's a big word.
It
means
word,
a lot of things.
I think it's part of our DNA, to be honest with you, Sandra.
Yeah.
You know, when I grew up and heard stories from my dad about our family coming out here so many years ago, it was just my natural thinking that this farm or this ranch should always be a ranch.
Wow.
And then we took some formal steps a number of years ago to ensure that's done. So we now have a conservation easement on the ranch that'll prevent it from ever being developed. Its use will continue to be grazing, pasture. So it'll always be some kind of an working farm, agricultural operation, probably having cattle on it, doing similar to what we're doing today. And so I'm proud of that, because that extends our heritage on into the future even after I'm gone.
So I have been to a couple events here at the ranch. Could you talk a little bit more about what other events you have, or what events you have at all?
So we have done for the number of years a kind of an open house in the middle of May. We invite people to come out here. If our timing is right and the wildflowers are right, it's a beautiful to see all the flowers on the prairies. We give wagon ride tours. We offer lunch. We have people with various displays like the Conservation Commission or U.S. Fish and Wildlife come out. Land Trust, Capital Land Trust has been out, and so they are able to interact with some people. It's our way of saying to our customers and saying to our community, you know, thank you for your support, whether you're buying meat from us, which is great, but also just your support on what we do. And so that's our one big event a year. And then we also play host to the Slow Foods fundraising dinner. Now, and that is usually in August. It's a farm to table or a pasture to plate, if you will, type of a dinner, and they use it to raise money for the Slow Foods organization in Olympia.
So the setup is out in the prairie, or where do you
Yeah,
eat?
we've done
Or
it
here
several
in the
ways. We've done it,
Yeah.
you know, right here. We also set it up out on in the middle of a field, which presents some logistic problems, and we kind of keep
imagine.
sorting that out year
Yeah.
after year. Yeah.
But what an amazing setting to have all this take place. Yeah, that's
Well, thank you.
wonderful.
Yes.
And so with the Bountiful Byway, I mean, it runs right by you. So what does it mean to you?
Well, you know, it's a way for people who buy our meat or interested in buying our meat to have, first of all, if they're just on the highway, to see the operation and get a better feel for what we do. You know, we're pretty open, and we have people come by and stop by occasionally, and so I think it's an opportunity to showcase what we do. People can see us from the road and maybe have some more interest in what we're doing.
Yeah.
So I think it's a good opportunity for folks to kind of connect again with the rural part of the county.
So if people want to find out more besides driving
Sure.
past on the byway, what do they need to do?
So one thing, you go to our website, colvinranch.com, not too complicated. Our email is fred@colvinranch.com, again, not too complicated. They can stop by, again, if they're driving down, or they can even give us a call too.
That's great.
Well, thank you very much for coming out today, Sandra. I appreciate it.
My pleasure, and thank you for doing what you're doing. I'd like to thank Fred Colvin for taking part in this show. I'm Thurston County Commissioner Sandra Romero, and we are traveling along Thurston County's Bountiful Byway. So stay tuned, there's more to come. Hello, I'm Thurston County Commissioner Sandra Romero, and you are watching Thurston County Connection on Thurston Community Media. We are traveling along the county's Bountiful Byway in this show. Right now, we are at the Evergreen Valley Lavender Farm to talk with Thane Bryanton. Thanks for joining us, Thane.
Oh, happy to be here. Thanks for having the time to come out and see us.
Yeah, well, you want to tell us a little bit about your farm?
So we bought this property in 2006. It's just a little under 4 acres, and we didn't really know what we wanted to do with it. But I found I didn't want to mow that much. So we thought about putting something in that would make us happy and make us a little bit of money maybe. But everybody already had Christmas tree farms, blueberry farms, sod farms, corn, so nobody had lavender.
Oh.
And our daughter suggested we go up and visit the little fields up in Sequim, and we did that in '08, and we planted the field in '09.
So you chose lavender because everything else was taken, or did you kind of fall in love with lavender?
I fell in love with it once we went up there. My wife will tell you that I'm like Ferdinand the Bull. I love scent, and when we went up there, I just couldn't believe all the color, the bees, the activity, and then to learn all the things you could do with it just merely convinced us to go ahead and do that.
That is great. So what do you offer the public?
Well, we think we've got a great experience out here. There's, like I say, is about 630 plants they can come out and look at and smell. Our season is sort of from mid-June to towards the end of July, first week or so of August, depending on the weather. But it's a great place to come out and gather, sit in the gazebo, read a book. We've had folks come out and do meditation, folks come out and do yoga. There's a 20 by 30 tent over there. They can come out and picnic. We suggest they go down the road and get a burger or something and come back out and just hang out. Got the hammock over there too, so there's a lot of things that they can do. Plus, my wife has a fabulous gift shop over there, so there's a lot of things that we make right here on the farm with our own product.
That's great.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
So we are here in autumn, or
Yeah.
the late summer.
Yeah.
Tell me or our viewers, what's the best time to visit the farm?
Well, we found that it's like tulips. There's a real short season. So you go to Skagit for the tulips, you've got to be there at a certain time. When you're here, really the best time is the first couple of weeks in July.
Okay.
And we're open Thursday through Sunday from 10 to 4. And that gives folks pretty good time to come out and take a look around. There's lots to see. That's the best time to see all the varieties in bloom. With, again, 13 varieties, they come in different stages, and some of them, even out here, there's second growth on them. So most any time in July is the best time.
Oh, that's great. So can you have an all year round experience here?
Actually, no.
Okay.
Once the fields are harvested, there's really not much to see, but we do offer the gift shop open year-round by appointment. So if
Okay.
somebody's interested in coming out and getting a great gift for either holidays or Valentine or whatever, we're open during certain holidays, and we'll have that posted on our Facebook page. We're also going to be at 2 different craft shows this year. The Pellegrino's Event Center in Tumwater. They have the Tumwater Holiday Bazaar, and that's November 5th. And then on the 19th, we'll be at the Bear Czar at Olympia High School. So those are the 2 that we know of so far that will be in this year.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Oh, that is just great. So you are near the Bountiful Byway.
Yeah.
You're part of the Bountiful Byway experience.
Yes.
Tell us what that means to you.
To me, it's great to be on something that's going to bring tourism to the area. That's the whole thing. We figured we kind of provide an agritourism feature. We're a little bit off the byway. You have to kind of come off of Highway 510 to get down here on Evergreen Valley Road. But with the maps and so on that are provided, and with the other folks that are in the groups recommending and cross-selling, so to speak, we think that's a great deal. But it's for us, it's just providing that experience for people. That's the big thing. We really enjoy that, and we just love hearing the comments that people are coming up with. They bring their families out. It's just a lot of fun. So we want to be kind of that community partner with the VCB and the other groups that are out there doing this. So, and you folks, we
Yeah.
thank you for your efforts too.
That is great. So the Visitor and Convention Bureau has a new map out.
Yeah.
And so we are hoping that all the businesses along the byway will distribute the map.
Right.
And so you're on that map.
We are, and
So
we have it
that-
in our gift shop.
And that is a way that the public can
Yeah.
find you. So
Indeed.
what else? What are other ways the public can get to know you? Tell me what your website is.
Yeah, the website is evergreenvalleylavender.com. Our daughter developed it, and she gets so many compliments on it. We've had people actually from California driving up on their way to Canada, found us on the web, because I do a little social media. That was my old job. And we've got a great Facebook following, and now we're starting Instagram, so you'll find us there. It's Evergreen Valley Lavender. But those probably are the best 2 ways that people can contact us, and they're feature-rich. They have a lot of pictures, a lot of comments. We have recipes and so on the website, and there's a list of the products that we offer on the website as well.
Well, I want to thank you, Thane, and just mention that I'm enjoying some lovely lavender tea from Evergreen Valley Lavender Farm.
Wink, wink.
And I learned today that not just any lavender is good to eat or
Right.
to drink.
Yeah.
Can you just say just a little bit more about that?
So there are a number of varieties of lavender, and let's say we have 13 of them, but a culinary lavender is so different than what we call a crafting lavender. That crafting lavender like Grasso or Hidcote, things like that have so much camphor in them that they're great for making soaps, lotions, and potions and things like that. But this wouldn't be something you want to consume in your food. Instead, we have one of the most popular, which is Royal Velvet, and another one is Buena Vista, and this is a white lavender. When it's in bloom, it's Melissa.
Oh.
And it also provides for a great culinary experience.
I'd like to thank Thane Bryanton for his help on this part of the program on the Bountiful Byway. I'm Thurston County Commissioner Sandra Romero, and you are watching Thurston County Connection on Thurston Community Media. Hello, I'm Thurston County Commissioner Sandra Romero, and we are here near Mud Bay at the end of our tour of the Bountiful Byway. I hope you have enjoyed our brief journey and discovering some of what Thurston County has to offer. We have only scratched the surface of what you can enjoy along the way, whether you are looking for fantastic food and beverages, local arts and crafts, a visit to a local farm, or a historic attraction. The Bountiful Byway is the avenue to get you there. You can find more information along the 60-mile byway by visiting bountifulbyway.com. You can find the map of the byway, see what events are coming up, and plan your tour. I hope we've whetted your appetite for your own journey on Thurston County's Bountiful Byway. Thanks for watching.